Aquarius, it is time for your weekly reading, May 24th to 31st, 2021. As you can see, I have 2 decks of tarot cards here because sometimes a double deck is much more fun than just one deck. Gives you the opportunity to get double cards if something really wants to jump out and assert itself. Now, in case you were worried about this, I have shuffled off camera a lot because this is a lot of cards to shuffle. Although I have to tell you, no matter how much I shuffle, I'm getting very similar cards time and again. If I see one more godforsaken 3 of Swords, 9 and 10 of Swords, I'm going to cry. So I'm hoping you don't get those this time because they're not that pleasant and they keep coming up. So let's see what we do come up with. I'm going to do one more quick little shuffle here, and then we'll go from there, because I want this to be a phenomenal reading for you. Okay, we're there. 12 cards. The damn things, you can't stop it. If it's meant to happen, they just keep coming. They just keep coming. Doesn't matter how much I talk about I want this or I want that. You cannot engineer the cards to be what you want them to be. They will be what they are meant to be. Well, there's some good stuff here. It's kind of a mixed bag. Okay, let's dive in. So, you've got a decision to make. Something where it's going to be a one way or the other kind of thing. I mean, one of these is going to be the better choice, the best choice, the way to go. So, you feel torn here. You feel really torn about which way to go, because they both have their, I'm going to guess, obstacles and benefits. So this is a tough choice for you. But you're going to be okay. You can do this. I know you absolutely can make this decision. Then we've got this agonizing, this torment, this heartache. You know, this is really, there's some real true sadness that's giving you some trouble. I imagine this decision isn't helping. Maybe that is what you're tormenting about. Or it could be baggage from your past, or it could be something else that's currently going on. I imagine it'll be something different for each of you. That's what's hard with these general readings, is it could be this or it could be that. Because for one of you it's this, and for the other it's that, and for the other one of you it's something completely different, but related to the cards as they come up. So there's some really good stuff here. You've got the King of Swords, which is very positive. You need to find out the truth about something. He could be a person that you know, and if he is, he's an air sign, a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, and maybe this is you, Aquarius. That could be very likely. If it is not you, if it is somebody else that you know, that's also possible, because you could have other air signs in your life, obviously. But it could also be a concept, the concept that you need to cut through to the truth, maybe to make this decision, maybe to stop being tormented by whatever the thing is. Sometimes it's a love interest that or a lover, or a husband or wife that we're trying to decide, is this the person for me, even though I've been here 10 years? You know, is this going to continue to go wrong, or can I salvage this? Sometimes it's, you know, if your work is terribly, terribly important to you, but you don't know if you should stay there. That can be tormenting. You know, it just depends how invested you are in the thing. I'm going to guess, now, although a lot of people are getting the Tower because of the current state of the world and some of the upheaval regarding that, the Tower often comes about when we have a tormenting love situation. It's because your world is in a state of upheaval. Often it can be a divorce, and you have to make a decision. Am I going to do this thing and get out of here and leave this situation? Am I going to kick the other person out and stay here in the home? It depends on if you have children or what the situation is. You know, it's very complicated, and everybody feels like their world is upside down when this happens. You know, even when the situation is one where You're not madly in love with the person anymore. A lot of times we just don't want to leave our comfort zone, and when there are children involved, it becomes really painful. Really, really painful. So that could be what's going on for some of you. For others of you, it could be some other situation. But, I know you're strong enough to deal with this. I absolutely know you are. You can get through this. You will. You will get through this. Because you've got a lot of stuff that's on the go. Okay, but let's finish with these swords first. So this one can be somebody's deceived you, okay? Or somebody has won something and has sort of put one over on you. Or you could be the victor. But it's still kind of a sore winner kind of a situation. It's not necessarily the most positive card. Unless it is warranted, then it can be positive. Maybe whatever's tormenting you, you are coming out on the other side, seeing the truth, finding out what's what, being able to make the decision, being able to cut loose of the other person if that's your situation. Whatever it is, it's going to play out, and you will seek the truth, and you will find the truth of everything, or the things that matter. You will see the truth on what really matters here. And there will be judgment. There will be judgment for how this should go, how, this is a reminder that we are not just mere mortals, that we are so much more than that. We are spiritual beings. I'm not saying everything always comes out perfect karma-wise, but I believe in this situation, when this card exerts itself or asserts itself in this kind of a situation, I think the judgment will be positive. There is going to be an outcome where you're going to get something that you deserve out of this situation. So that's something to kind of latch onto in those times of trouble, stress, torment, sadness, heartache. Try to let go of some of that. Try to just look at the practical aspects. Try to be a little cool, like the King of Swords typically is. Like I say, if this is you, this is within you. And you can tap into that, and you're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. Use your intellect. Try not to be too emotional. Easier said than done. I totally understand that. Go within yourself. Go within and seek some guidance, some inner wisdom from you, because you have it in you. It's in your cells. It's in your DNA. This inner wisdom, this intuitiveness. Excuse me. There's something inside of you that will give you the answers that you're seeking. You can search and search and search, but somewhere inside you, you know some of the stuff already. So go there and, get what you need out of this. Find your inner strength, because it's there. So, on that note, Pentacles. Perhaps because of all this upheaval and whatever's happening right now, this is not the time to spend a lot of money. Maybe this is the time to hang on to every penny to, know what you're dealing with right now. Often when our whole, life is turned over, it's not the time to be spending a lot. Now, this is your work probably, but it could be any activity that you do on a daily basis. And maybe you're feeling that you're not getting the reward you deserve out of it. If you are, say, a homemaker and you're going through some ugly divorce, you might feel that you've put in all this time and trouble and effort, and now you're not going to reap the reward of this situation. If you are not the homemaker in the situation, but you are the person who has gone out and worked so hard and invested in this family and maybe this family home and trying to pay for everything to keep this situation together and to support and uphold the family, and now you feel like your rewards are not going to be there. They're all going to fall apart. That's an understandable feeling if that's your situation. I mean, it's just part of what comes with upheaval. If that's the situation, if it's some kind of a breakup or a family going their separate ways or something like that, it's just part of it. It's a sad and tragic part, but don't beat yourself up. Do not beat yourself up. That doesn't get you anywhere. It really doesn't. I promise it doesn't. Try to look at your strengths and whatever you can salvage from the situation. There will be redemption. And there will be time to celebrate. There will be. Things will be okay. Keep together the people that you are passionate about as much as you possibly can, regardless of what's going on. Try to find celebration in the small things. Try to latch on to the positive, because you have things you need to start up, action you need to take. You have an idea, you have a passion, you have things that you need to embark on, and you will, and you must, because this is where you need to direct yourself. You cannot sit around and be tormenting yourself. That is not for you. You need to be moving ahead. And then you've got the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. And this is a person who is very secure, very tranquil, surrounded by nature, and in a garden setting with a bird on her hand, feeling financially secure, knowing that everything's going to be all right. And I think this is what you're working toward. You're going to do lots of actions in life which are going to get you to here. And you will have moments of this along the way. So as dark as things may look at the moment, there is definitely a light at the end of that tunnel. So do the best you can. I know you will. Move forward in the week. Don't panic. Don't worry. Don't torment yourself. Just think of the celebratory times. Think of the good times. Think of all that's going to come to you. And when you think of all this good stuff coming to you, it comes. It will come to you. It'll flow to you like, the nicest thing that could ever happen in the world. And it'll purify your heart and your spirit and your soul, and you're just going to have all kinds of good stuff. So latch onto that and have a wonderful week. Hopefully it is wonderful and not so dire. And I hope to talk to you soon. Take care.